What's it like being a Pakistani kid from the north of England who now represents England as a boxer? Did you feel things growing up? Was it hard? Was there racism? And then did it disappear at some point when you became kind of England's champ, or is it always there?
You know what? To be honest with you, I've never really tasted or had any racism thrown at me. No one's ever been racist and no one's ever been disrespectful. I've always had that respect in Britain. I've always been seen as a British fighter, and me being a Muslim, me being a Pakistani has never really mattered. Now, whenever there's racial attacks that happen, I always go out there and I always see myself British. I'm British first, and I tell the world that, and I'm not afraid to say that to anyone. Now, whenever these terrorist attacks happen, I'm the first one to stand up and say, look, and there's a Muslim involved in it. I'll stand up and say, look, guys, this is wrong, just so other Muslims don't think it's right to do that, or maybe even have a slight percentage in their mind that they want to do something like this, like jihad and all that. I'm totally against it. It's in Islam, in the holy book that we follow, the Quran. It says in there we are not allowed to harm or hurt anyone. Now, the only time you can fight is for your religion in a time when you need to help and protect the religion or your people. With what's going on around the world now, I think people have taken it out of context. They are blowing things up, blowing places up, and hurting innocent people who have done nothing wrong to them. And I think, you can't call them Muslim. I don't call them people Muslims. They should not be doing that, and they're not following the rules. They're not following the Quran. So in a way, they're just doing wrong. Now, for example, when the attack happened in Manchester Arena.
Yeah, that's close to you.
That was a young kid.
Yeah.
Did that. And I remember being in traffic in Manchester at the time, and I was going to take my little girl there. Now, I'm an innocent person. My little girl's an innocent person. I could have been there. We could have got killed. A bomb went off. Now, why did that person do that? Being a Muslim, he probably was brainwashed. Someone's telling him. So, kids out there, it's not in the Quran to kill anyone. It doesn't say that in the Quran. It's against our religion or any religion to kill yourself in a way like this. So people need to rethink. The people in school, they need to be educated a little bit more. They need to be taught about their religion, what is right and what is wrong. Because what's happening is these people are killing themselves and giving us the bad name. Now, with those killings of them, of those innocent people who are dealing with it, people like us, us Muslims are going to deal with it. So
do you get heat from that, from the community, for making that stand?
From the community, no.
I
mean,
they're with you.
I'd love to even if someone ever said I was doing wrong by saying that, I'd stand up and put them straight. And if I had to tell them how it is, I would tell them to their face. I mean, I'm not afraid of telling them. It's just that, look, people take it the wrong way, take the wrong context, and no one's ever said that I've said wrong. Look, all I say is I'm totally against terrorism. Killing innocent people is wrong, and things like this should never happen. And I want young kids to follow my footsteps, doing positive things, representing the country. We live in Britain, we're British.